Now it is true that nowhere in the Bible are the Ten Commandments enumerated. In other words, number one is this, number two is that. However, if you're going to list them, you have to include all of the content. It is totally deceitful and wicked to leave out vital portions of information, but as we'll see, the Catholic Church does just that. This is a photo of a statue of the Ten Commandments taken at a Catholic church. Notice what they've done here. The first commandment is no other God. Now, we would usually think of the second as being you shall not make graven images or bow down to them or serve them. And while it's true, this isn't necessarily counted as number two. It has to be in there. They have completely omitted that. And instead of having that as the second commandment, as most lists do, they have replaced the commandment against coveting with two commandments. They have one for not coveting your neighbor's wife and one for not coveting your neighbor's goods. Because if they had left in the crucial content about the graven images, even a Catholic, as little as they think about spiritual things, really, and you got to understand, you guys on YouTube are the exception, not the rule. The average Catholic in the street does not think about this stuff at all. He wants to go do an empty ritual, some kind of superstitious thing, and then go home and feel that he has appeased God, okay, while he does not know him at all. But even a Catholic might take this into consideration if there were a commandment right in front of them about graven images, and they turn around and they see this, and they see this, and then think these things are all over the place. That might even register. So they have to, with utter deceit and diabolical malice, to completely obscure the fact and obfuscate the issue that there is a commandment against graven images. And for this, they are accursed. The only thing in the Bible that is authorized, you might say, as a remembrance, because Catholics absolutely love statues and images and icons and rosaries and things like that, because they say it reminds them to be holy, which is completely unnecessary if you have the Spirit of God in you. The only thing that the Bible ever endorses is the tassels, the tzitzis on the fringes of the garments. That's the only thing. And that is permissible because it does not resemble anything in heaven or earth or anything living. It's an ornament on clothing. Even the most recalcitrant idolater would not pray to his own clothing. So the tzitzis, which are no longer necessary, of course, because of the Holy Spirit, were the only thing that was ever authorized. There's no, and excuses are often made about, well, there was the cherubim, but the cherubim in the most holy place was seen by one man one time a year. That hardly is the same thing, or can hardly be equated to a Virgin Mary on every dashboard. God hates idolatry. He hates graven images. He always has. And it is wicked to try to conceal that fact from people in the Catholic Church by putting up monuments like this.